Hello and welcome to TEG Cusick Park for the Westmeath Senior Hurling semi-final, a repeat of last year's final between Castletown Geoghegan and Raharney. I'm joined by Gerry Buckley. Gerry, a novel game in store here today, a repeat of the final last year.
Absolutely, an eagerly anticipated game, not just for the spectators here, but for across the county and further afield. Very little between these teams in recent years, very little between these two teams and indeed Clonkill who are waiting in the final, and I expect it's going to be much the same today.
Absolutely, referee out in the centre of the field there, of course. Castletown Geoghegan have been beaten in a couple of finals and semi-finals, and they're hoping to make it to the promised land again and maybe win a Westmeath title. Not easy one in Westmeath. Raharney, Clonkill, you have all the big names, and Clonkill are waiting in the wings for the winners of this game here today, and the man that has it is centre half back is Angus Clark. Angus Clark, and the referee going in, and it's gone out, and is it gone over the line or a free in? Is it going to be a free, you think, Angus, or is it line ball? We're waiting to see. It's line ball just on the sideline, and maybe the opening chance here for Castletown Geoghegan to get an opening score. We'll just see what Angus does. A lovely line ball away across to the far side of the field. Beautiful knockdown, but coming out to take it but that man is number 14 is going to get it. There is David O'Reilly trying to get it for Castletown Geoghegan, but it's cut off. But the man that has started, Brian McHugh, 17 in for Raharney on the far side of the field, getting to that one, gone out over the line, a line ball far side of the field. Lovely day. There's slight little breeze blowing from left to right, but it's going to take, it's not a match winner by any means. It's not even worth 2 or 3 points. It's almost still, but whatever's in it, Castletown Geoghegan have it. The champions Raharney, they'll be looking of course to the dial men, but they have lots of key players, and the man that has it now is Joey Byle, a promising forward as well, heading in for trying to pick it up. There is Joey with 14 on his back. There's a tussle for possession. Who's going to get it? There's a lot of black and amber jerseys gone across in, and it's gone back into the goalkeeper Kieran Glennon. Glennon absolutely fumbles for just a moment, but eventually he does get it and gets it out into the centre, the far side of the field. Castletown Geoghegan come looking for this, and the man that has it is is the number 12 Shane Clavin. Clavin getting it inside, gone back out. There might be the chance on here. O'Brien getting it inside, chance maybe of a goal. Yes, it is! Ball into the back of the net, and I think it was the number 10 Peter Clark, the man that sunk it into the back of the net. What a move, Gerry.
Absolutely great move, very patient move from Castletown, and that's an ideal start for them. Incidentally, I see number 19 Mark Lennon is starting for Raharney. We weren't told about that, Gerry. I'll just try and see who's missing. As well as that, as you said, Brian McHugh is starting in attack.
Absolutely. 1 goal to no score. We're 2 minutes gone, and Castletown Geoghegan with a free out in the centre of the park here now, and this is a chance for them again, but to have a whirlwind start. But the man getting in there was number 10, was Peter Clark with the goal in the opening 2 minutes of the game. Brilliant score from him. Lovely movement, came from out the field. Back in the net. Great start now for the challengers here. Remember the bet in last year's final, but there's a long way to go yet in this game. 2 minutes in, goal for Castletown Geoghegan. Free out now beyond midfield. This one now taken short. Might have been taking longer. They're playing a short game. Alan Mangan is the manager, and the man that has it is Angus Stark. Angus strikes a beauty. Is it gone over? It's gone to the out to the right and wide. Angus Stark getting that one. Not typical of Angus, gone to the right and wide. But we'll be looking down the field for the men from certainly Raharney. Joey Boyle, Kieran Dial, of course, as well there, and Killian out in the centre of the field. But Castletown Geoghegan. But here come the Raharney men now, out around the centre. They'll get this one, and the man that has it is the man that came on wearing number 17, and that's came into the game was Brian McHugh, but the referee says foul committed, the strike of a hurley and a free in, and the free in. This is surely the opening score. 3 minutes 41 seconds gone. 1 goal to no score in favour of Raharney here in TG Cusick Park. Lovely day for hurling, no sun shining, but there's a huge crowd, I have to say. The stand full, and quite a number of spectators on the far side of the field, on the terrace as well, and we're awaiting the free to be taken now from Killeen Dial to strike this free. The man wearing number 8 today, and certainly he has been recognised along with some of the great hurlers, Gerry, in the last few weeks.
Absolutely, a fantastic honour for Killian to be nominated for an All-Star. I suppose unlikely to get it, but boy, he's an exalted company and he deserves to be there, Gerry.
Absolutely. He's to take the free. He's crouching down, lifting and striking. It's on its way, and you can know by the way the Castletown keeper Kieran Glennon put the hurley on the black spot that Kieran Dial's free was sailing over the crossbar for the opening score for the county champions Raharney. So Puckout's on its way. Possession is vital in the centre of the park. Castletown will they win it? They might win this one out there. The man winning it out there was their number 9, and that was Mick Heaney. He had a good game the last day out, but the referee has said a free, and free, or is it a line ball or a free back there in their own half the field? It's a free. Ball must have been thrown on the far side of the field, because I see Killeen Dial moving back over to take it again, the free taker, and this could be point number 2 for Dial and for Raharney. Outside the 65, and he's far side of the field, and certainly to Kieran Dial, this would certainly be a bread and butter stuff to him at all times up to this, but often on big days like this anything can happen. But I said there's little or no breeze as Dial now, he's inside his own 65, about 2 foot inside it. He's lifting, he's striking, the slitter's on its way, and I know big Kieran Lennon in goals that it's sailing straight between the posts, and certainly that's the hurler he is. That's why he's nominated for an All-Star this year. Had a huge day for the Westmeath in all along this year in the league. And ball on the ground. Raharney will win this one, and the man that wins it is Joey Boyle out there. Sends it back again to Brian McHugh. McHugh with the shot, and McHugh inch perfect. He came off the bench to start, McHugh, and that's a beautiful point from him. Gerry, 3 unanswered points.
Absolutely. Brian McHugh has been a goalie in recent years. Unusual to see him in attack, but he took that like any good forward would. So great recovery from Raharney after a blistering start from Castletown.
Absolutely. 3 points to a goal, in case you just joined us here in TG Cusick Park. Another foul committed, and certainly Castletown Geoghegan will have to cut out the silly fouling, because making his way back to about, he'll be 80, 90 metres out from goal is Kieran Dial to take the free. He is 2 already. To his credit from place balls. This would be the 3rd if he gets it, and I safely say he certainly will have the distance. If it's accurate, it'll be a huge free from him, because it's a huge length out, and he's way inside the 65 on their own half the field, and Kieran Dial to take it. 1 goal to 3 points. We're only gone, almost 7 minutes of play gone. Dial strike is on the way, and as good as you get, but this one's not. It's sailing slightly to the left, gone out and wide, and Gerry, that's, well, all good free takers doesn't get right on the day.
Yeah, there was a time when somebody wouldn't even attempt to score a free from that distance, but such as Killian's accuracy, you nearly expect those automatically to go over the bar. Wasn't much in it, Gerry.
Absolutely. Puck out again, far side of the field, but Raharney have the upper hand out around the centre of the park now, heading in for Joey Boyle, and the lads inside again. But coming back and getting you there now is Aaron Glennon, the corner back for Castletown Geoghegan. He pumps it away up into the centre. This is a good chance now for Castletown. Ball gone inside. Is it going to go out? A bad puck in the end. Goes out and lift. That was from their midfielder, and the midfielder was Plunkett Maxwell. So 2 wides for Castletown, 1 wide for Raharney here. And we're gone, almost 8 minutes of play gone here in the opening half of the Westmeath Hurling semi-final. The first of the semi-finals. Clonkeilor straight through to the final. They had a blistering campaign on the run up. Oh, that's a lovely ball taken, beautiful there by Joey. Joey strikes it in. Dangerous ball gone inside. Possession is vital here. It's gone out and wide. Referee watches on. The umpire says it's gone out to the right and gone out and wide. And the puck out will come again from Kieran Glenn and Castletown under pressure in the last 2 or 3 minutes, 8 minutes and 31 seconds gone on the clock. The puck out will arrive in just a moment. It's 1 goal to 3 points in favour of no, it's level pegging. Castletown got the opening goal in the opening 2 minutes, and then we had 2 points from Killeen Dial and we had 1 from Brian McHugh. Here come Raharney again. Dangerous ball inside. Danger ball. This could be a goal. Is there a player gone down? We'll just have to wait and see. No. And I'm just wondering how that was got out, because it looked that the Raharney man was brought down, but the Castletown Geoghegan man eventually comes out into the centre of the field, and gathering it out there will be Mick Heaney. Mick will deliver it. Far side of the field. Gone out to the full forward, and the full forward of Castletown is David O'Reilly. A shot half blocked down. Out still stalemate out about 40 metres out. Castletown Geoghegan still trying to flourish in. We don't see much of Niall O'Brien yet, but a long way to go. This goes out into the centre of the field for Plunkett Maxwell. That's a beauty. Is it gone? It is gone over, Gerry. A lovely point. Plunkett Maxwell popping that one over the crossbar to leave it 1-1 to 3 points. Nothing between them. Hard hurling, hard hitting, but fair. The short puck out comes, and it comes for Raharney out to Gary Greville. His shot being blocked out. A chance here for the number 13, and that's gone over Niall O'Brien. I spoke of him a moment ago, Gerry, and he has just popped up with a pint.
If you give Niall O'Brien chances like that, he'll pop them over all day. Raharney will be disappointed with that now after conceding 2 points in quick succession. Just over the bar from Plunkett and well over there from Niall. Comfortably, great score.
Absolutely. Lovely point by Niall O'Brien. So, it's 1 goal and 2 points to 3 points, and Castletown Geoghegan just edging back ahead, and now we have a line ball, and the man coming over to take it is Killeen Dial again. 2 points to his credit. Some very, very good hurling at TJ Park in top class condition. Lovely pitch to play both football and hurling, and lots of games being played over the period of time, short space of time. This year the ball blocked down, but it's heading out there now, and the man getting it is the number 13. That's Owen O'Hearn, but the referee says held on too long, free out, and the free is out to Castletown Geoghegan. Goalkeeper will take it. Kieran Glennon will take a look. Kieran's coming out to take it. He's taking it from the 21 metre line for Castletown Geoghegan. Well, he's a little bit outside it. He'll be about maybe 25-30 metres out from goal. The referee, what do we see, telling him to go back in. Well, Kieran was probably trying to steal a few yards. It won't really matter to him. He's back just a foot from the 21. Lifting and striking. It's a huge one away up now between the full forward line, back down. But Raharney have it again, and they'll certainly make their way out this side of the field. Getting a little bit of pressure on now. But Raharney coming, the cornerback, getting it nicely. James Mulcair getting it. He's half locked down close to the line. Who's going to get this one? There's a Castletown Geoghegan man. Oh, it's very, very tight. Like a scrum here just on the line. Nobody going to get possession. Whoever picks it up won't even get out because there's a cluster of players. Referee, rightly so, deciding to throw it in, and that's what he's going to do between 2 players. Just down under us, pushing and shoving. Who's going to get it? The Castletown Geoghegan man got it. Went off of him. Then it went off of a Raharney player. Gone out over the line, and certainly tense and exciting here between these 2 great rivals in hurling in Westmeath. The man going to take it here now is Angus Clark, wearing number 11 for Castletown Geoghegan. Just down under us here, under the commentary position. Not a good one at all from... Oh, it is. Well, it might work out. It doesn't. It goes back to the number 9, Eamon and Caneen for Raharney. He gets it down. Should have been cleared. Might be cleared yet. Can Castletown Geoghegan come with it? They can. The man that has it is David Lynch back there Varley there as well. This is a dangerous ball in front of goal. Gone out, and the man getting it is back to the number 8, but Haney getting it. Half blocked out. Not a great clearance. It might work out yet. It's gone over the line. It has gone out over the line. Off of the stick of Angus Clark. Line ball again, and I know he's Killian Dye going to take this one. He has it in his hand. Is he going? He's not. He's going to leave it down here on just on the turf down under us here now. And the man going to take this one is Eamon and Cunane. He's going to strike this one. This young hurler, a promising young hurler with Raharney. Great hurling club. Coming up with the line ball. It's 1-2 to 3. Catches behind us. Castletown Geoghegan are leading, but the ball's not a good one. It's got an Angus has it, and away he goes. Angus Clark, lovely hurler. He'll be looking for O'Brien, but O'Brien won't get that one, and it comes away out here towards the corner back, and it's got now by the full forward, and the full forward of course is Joey Byle. He's away out from goal. Joey Byle blocked down. Here's a chance now. Is there a chance? Is a slight chance. Still on, trying to get inside. It's a corner forward. He's trying to get it. Players are falling to the ground, but the ball's gone out and wide. And certainly there's tough tackling in there, Gerry, because Castletown Geoghegan are holding very tight.
They are. Their full backline has been very good so far. They're not giving Owen Ahern or Kieran Doyle in the two corners any opportunities at all. They're good defence from Castletown.
Absolutely. Ball on the far side of the field. Foul committed over there on a Castletown Geoghegan player. It was a corner forward being fouled over there, so a free in, and the free is going to be to Castletown Geoghegan, and of course Niall O'Brien is the player that's popping over to take that, the man wearing number 13, Niall O'Brien, and it's a chance now for O'Brien to pop it over to put 3 between them again. Little or nothing, it's tough, it's hard. Chance maybe of a few scores for Raharney, just didn't capitalise on them, get them over. This is a ball at a very acute angle, about 30 metres out, away in the far side of the field. Suits a left-handed hurler, and Niall O'Brien's about to lift it and strike it, the man with the green helmet. And O'Brien, he does yes, it's gone over. It's a lovely point from O'Brien. And Gerry, that was a very acute angle over there, but we know the free taker he is, like Kieran Doyle.
Yeah, great free that, nothing simple about that at all. And suddenly it's a 3-point lead for Castletown. Both teams giving it everything here, Gerry.
Absolutely. Ball out in the centre of the field. Lovely ball out to the number 6. The number 6 with Liam Varley, the Garda. Gone back. If that's a point, it's a good one. It's a lovely one from the number 14. That's David O'Reilly. What a point that one, but Varley made it all, Gerry.
Yeah, good to see Liam Varley back hurling at his best. He was an outstanding underage player, went maybe off the boil a little bit there in recent years, but very, very talented hurler.
Out with the puck out again, and it comes out to the midfielder, and the midfielder is Plunkett Maxwell. Maxwell with the ball, still has it, almost lost it, controlled it very, very well. Here comes Castletown Geoghegan trying to get something out of this. The man that has it is the fullback, Johnny Birmingham. Johnny out around the centre of the field, pumps it over on the far side of the field, going in towards Gilligan trying to get it. Can he get it? He's a small man, doesn't get it up. He's a dangerous man if he gets it. Centre half back has it. Robbie Greville, the powerful Greville with the ball, driving it, thundering out, sending it away down on the far side of the field. Here come Raharney. If that's a point, it's a good one, but it's sailing to the right and out and wide. Might have been a point, just went to the right and wide. And the man that got it was Eamon and Cunane. That's another wide, but the wides are far and few between. 2 wides each in this Westmeath Senior Hurling semi-final. 16 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock on. It's up and down the field stuff as Glennon pokes out for Castletown Geoghegan. The men with the black and amber. Lovely ball to the far side of the field. Picked up beautiful out there by Mick Heaney. Heaney driving it in, but it's going to be got to Aaron McHugh is out, the goalkeeper. Long way out. Mightn't work out for him. Castletown Geoghegan men are there in numbers. Can they win this one? The man that picks it up lovely is Peter Clark. Clark with the shot in, but Clark with a wide for Castletown Geoghegan. Gone out and wide. 16:46 on the clock. 1-4 to 3 points. And few misses on both sides, Gerry, but the wides are far and few between.
They are, but a lot of the reason the lads are missing is they're under pressure shooting, because the tackling is ferocious here, Gerry.
Absolutely. Puck out arrives again, but Castletown are winning the 50-50 ball from the puck out. They have it again, comes away out again, out to the centre, moves it up the field, heading in there for Gilligan. He's trying to get it, he's a small man, he's been hoisted up, but if he gets it, he's dangerous. The centre half back has it again, Robbie Greville. Robbie getting it down the field, and the man that has it is Killian Doyle. Doyle takes the shot, Doyle takes the strike. You only give him half a look, Gerry, and it's over.
That was a fabulous point from Killian. didn't look as if there was any chance of getting a score there, but that's why the All-Stars have him in mind, Gerry.
Yes, 3 points to his credit so far. He has 2 from playing, 1 from a free, 1 from play, and a lovely score. 4 points in favour of Castletown Geoghegan. The champions are still trailing, but we have a long lot of hurling to do here in TEG Cusick Park before the final whistle will sound. And Alan Mangan, the manager of Castletown Geoghegan. Pat O'Brien was there for a number of years. The referee, what's happening here? The referee going in is, I didn't see what happened, Gerry, is a short puck. He's going to throw the ball in. He was too long about pucking it out. That was it. The goalkeeper delayed too long. It could be costly. And Castletown Geoghegan, if something comes off of it, then certainly we'll have to just wait and see. Ball gone inside, who will get it? But the Castletown Geoghegan men are coming out here, loses the ball, it'll be got again, and the man that gathers it up is Shane Clavin. Strong and a very powerful hurler, Clavin. Ball gone towards the line, gone out over the line, and it's a line ball on the far side of the field, and the line ball is the Castletown Geoghegan, and McKeaney will be over there. Will he be the man to strike it on the far side of the field? Nothing between them. 18 minutes 44 seconds on the clock on. It's 1-4 to 4 points here in TEG Cusick Park. The ball is struck in, but it's going to be gathered by the Raharney man, and that's their midfielder. That's Eamon and Cuneen. Gathers it neatly, has the turn round, gets it back to a player. It'll come back out here. There's a chance on here now. The corner back has it. James Mulcair has it. He's trying to get away. He's still with the ball. Lovely bit of hurling by him. Centre half back has been fouled. Robbie Greville got it into his hand. He's been fouled, and certainly this is for Killian Dial, and possibly another point. So Castletown will certainly have to watch their discipline and fouling, no matter what part of the field the foul in. It's almost a point by Killian Dial. One just went wide. This is outside the 65. Outside his own 65. It's about a yard or a metre outside his own 65, and it's almost dead straight in front of the goals. 1-4 to 4 in Kesha joined us. Raharney trailing, Castletown Geoghegan leading. There was 3 in it. There's only 2 in it now because Dial has added his 4th point. 3 from frees, 1 from play, and Killian Dial now far side of the field, ball out the centre of the field again, but Castletown Geoghegan will win this one, and the man that won that one had gone out there to Niall O'Brien. O'Brien has popped it in and popped it wide. He took the pass came neatly from Shane Clavin, but O'Brien puts it out the 3rd wide of the afternoon. Oh, a lovely ball gathered by Joey Boyle. Joey with the ball, still Joey Boyle, lovely ball by Joey Boyle, racing down the field, heading down this side of the field. We'll have to wait. It's gone out over the line. It is gone out over the line, says the linesman. It's going to be a line ball, and Killian Dial will fancy his chances here of popping this over the bar now to make it 1-4. That's 7 to 5. There's 2 between them, possibly 1 in second when Dial finishes striking this one. He's taking lots of care to strike this one now, just down to our right here from the commentary box here in TG Cusick Park. The man wearing number 8, the man with the white helmet, strikes it beautiful. Oh, it's just gone across the face of the goals, out, and as a free out, says the referee. Player standing in the square, didn't make it over the crossbar, but a free out. It's 1-4 to 5. The free will be taken this time. It's going to be taken by Kieran Lennon, the keeper. The keeper, a lot of play on the far side of the field. The most of the play, 50% of the play at the moment, all on the far side at TEG Cusick Park. Players goes up. This is a dangerous ball. It's picked up neatly. Lovely ball. If that goes over, it's a lovely point. The man that pops it over is Kieran Dial. Lovely score from him. Gerry, he had a snapshot of that?
Absolutely. Well, a lot of the focus has been on Killian Dial, but his twin brother Kieran is a fine hurler as well, and he showed that. That was a very skillful point.
Absolutely. Free is the referee on the far side of the field. The referee is it and gone down is Niall O'Brien, and there's a card going to be shown to someone. The centre half back is Robbie Greville that was on the ground. I didn't see what happened, but is it Niall O'Brien is the player that's going to be spoken to, and will he get away, Gerry, with a yellow?
He's certainly going to get a stern talking to. Alfie Devine is suggesting an elbow, so let's just wait and see. He's a minimum of a yellow card here.
Absolutely. Niall O'Brien still with the referee. The referee writing down number 13 on his back. What card's coming out? He's possibly maybe got away lightly. The elbow went up into Robbie Greville, and Robbie a fine hurler. So this is a chance for Killeen Dial now to probably level the game here. That's the first incident that we had here in TG Cusick Park. 22 minutes and 48 seconds gone. It's 1-4-6 and a free, and Robbie Greville didn't like it, and possibly Robbie's going to put on the helmet, but Niall O'Brien a fine. No, the referee is going to throw the ball in. There's no free, and I thought there might be a free, Gerry. There's not. Ball half blocked down but picked up beautiful, and the man that picks it up is aiming on Caneen again. Far side of the field, out to Dial. The man is Killeen Dial, sending it in, but it's hovering out. It's not gone out yet. It's going to be kept in play, and out comes Nushy McKenna, getting it out for Castletown Geoghegan away on the far side of the field. They're lucky to get away with that one. The man that has it back out there was David O'Reilly, back helping his defence as well. But this is a good chance now for Castletown maybe to get a score. If it goes in and goes over, it's a good one. Ball half blocked down. Keeper is out. Good work there by Aaron McHugh. He's under pressure, gets it to the cornerback. Jamie McCare getting it out. This is good hurling by Raharney, and here they come. Way down the field. Lovely ball down. Referee watches on. No free. Play on as the man that gets it in. And the referee, the number 4, gone down. A hefty tackle on James McCare. That was another hefty tackle, Gerry.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. The elbows are flying here now. It'll be interesting to see what Alfie Devine does. So Jimmy Mulcairn's a good promising young player. He took a tough challenge there. Now might just be another yellow, but the ref's patience might run thin with these type of challenges.
Absolutely, a high challenge. We saw it from here, and certainly the referee now having a word and having a chat there with the Castletown Geoghegan player, and we'll see what card comes out to him. Shane Clavin, he's possibly a lucky man. A lot of referees for an elbow challenge, Gerry, you'll be getting a little bit more.
Well, as I say, his patience will run thin now on these, there's no doubt about it.
That's Castletown Geoghegan on 2 yellow cards with 2 of their top players now, Shane Clavin and Niall O'Brien. So a chance here now for Killeen Dial to narrow the gap again. Is it 1-4-6? That's the score. TG Cusick Park. Killeen Dial about to send it over to level the game up. Going in 25 on the clock, on with a few seconds. He's inside the 65, lifting and striking, and certainly from the time it left the stick, it was gone straight over. So he has 5 already. 4 from freeze, 1 from play, Killeen Dial. So certainly there's very little between them. So Castletown Geoghegan haven't scored now in a while. Ball blocked down. Castletown Geoghegan, will they get it? O'Brien trying to get it. He does get it. Niall O'Brien, will he try to strike this from out the field? It's a poor effort from him. It goes away to the right, out and wide again. 2 bad wides by Niall O'Brien.
Yeah, there'd be opportunities now for Niall. He'd be expecting to go over the bar, and I'd say he'll be disappointed with those, Gerry, in such a tight game.
Absolutely. Puck out already arrives, and it's into the hand of Gerry Greville. Greville this side of the field. Jamie Mulcair, the man that got the knock a moment ago. Ball blocked down. Who's going to get this? Struggle for possession. Serious hurling in there around the full back line. And the man that gets it there is David Lynch. Very good hurler, but it's going to go out over the line, or is it? Not over it yet. Raharney will win it. Come back in again. Long ball in again. The man gets it up again. He's Dial. Kieran Dial. Is it in? And it's gone out to the right and gone out and wide. So that's a wide for Raharney again. 1-4-7. Sides are level. So Kieran Dial, chance there, an opportunity maybe to put them ahead by a point. They haven't gone ahead yet in the game. Castletown Geoghegan will win this one. O'Brien trying to get through. He's been fouled, held up, and it'll be a free. And fouling him out there, certainly he's in shooting range of putting Castletown Geoghegan ahead again. Raharney have never led yet in the game, Gerry.
No, and we mentioned the last day, the Killucan football. Owen Keys is missing the tail end of Killucan's football campaign and Raharney's hurling campaign, and he's a big loss in there. His power and physique in the full forward line is missing, because young Owen Ahern is a light player. Keys causes havoc when the ball goes into him, but we wish him well, but he's going to miss the rest of the campaign.
Absolutely unfortunate for him. The free from Niall O'Brien now, lifting and striking. It's on its way. It's gone straight over the crossbar. O'Brien popping over another, his third point of the game, third free of the game, popping it over 1-5, 8-7. 27 on the clock on, low scoring game, tough. It's a very, very tight game of hurling, I have to say. Nothing between them on the field of play. Nothing between them on the scoreboard. It's that opening 2-minute goal there from Peter Clark that's really the difference at the moment. Here's the ball in again. This is a good chance here now. Again, it's Dial. Dial turning. He didn't look, but he hadn't to look this time. He popped it over. Very, very good point from Kieran Dial. Lovely point from him. His second point of the afternoon here. It's 1-5. That's 8-8. Ball poked out. Lovely ball. The man getting it there is the number 8. That was the number 8 for Castletown Geoghegan, Plunkett Maxwell. Ball lost inside. Here the chance for the Raharney. Dials inside. Killian. Ball just fell away, but he's still in it. Still Killian Dial. Is he fouled? No foul, says the referee. No foul. Said he wasn't pushed. That's a debatable one. Ball is not out of danger yet. Who's going to win this one? Dial again, the way he struck that one. He wasn't even looking. And Gerry, that's what you call a point.
That's a sensational score, Gerry. He'd no business going for that point, but he had the confidence to go for it, and you know it's just a sensational point.
He never even looked. He thought he might have been awarded a free. Didn't get the free. The ball broke, but he picked it up. He didn't even look. He knew where the goals was. That's the instinct he has. He's such a hurler, a calibre of him with that. Here comes the ball in the other end of the field, and David O'Reilly has it for Castletown Geoghegan. Sailing in and sailing out and wide, and certainly the wides are beginning to build up now. Castletown with a lot of bad wides. Raharney with a couple of bad wides, all right, but not as many. The breeze is, and it's just favouring Raharney now. It looks to be getting that little bit stronger, but as I said, it's not a match winner by any means. Ball comes out, and the man that dead, Dara Finn, driving it away down the field, far side of the field. But the Castletown Geoghegan winning a lot of the dirty ball, as one would say back there. Raharney will probably win this one, or will they? Kick down, they will win it, and the man that has it again is that mighty man out there, James Mulcair, getting it down. Can Castletown win this one? They'll get it under pressure again. Referee watches on. Ball blocked down. Comes up this side of the field. That's getting in there, and the man that got it in that time was Shane Clavin. Don't see him much of Angus. O'Brien trying to get inside. Lovely ball across to this side of Peter Clark, the goal getter. He'll be a point getter in just a moment. Yes, he does, Peter Clark. A lovely ball from him. Gone over the crossbar, but it was O'Brien that set it up. A lovely move again. 1-6, that's 9 points. In Castletown Geoghegan 1-6, Raharney 9. At least 2 minutes of added on time. 30 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock on. Ball drops down. Who's going to get this one? It's Castletown Geoghegan. The man that gets it is Johnny Birmingham. He's out there. Has he held on too long? He has held on too long. Free in, and certainly bread and butter stuff again for Killian Dial. He has 6 to his credit already. This will be point number 7. It'll be 6 from frees, 1 from play, and Killian Dial about to take this one. 1-6-9, 30 minutes and 38 seconds gone. 1 point will divide them in just a moment. Raharney possibly going at half time up a point, playing with the slight breeze, the very slight breeze, I have to say. It's not a match winner. Dial strikes it neatly, and Dial strikes it very, very well. They're looking at it, but it's gone over. We can see it from here. Lovely point again from Killian Dial. So Castletown Geoghegan will be certainly wondering about all the frees that they're giving away. Ball blocked down again. Who gets this one? Can Castletown Geoghegan get it? They will. That's Shane Clavin trying to get it. Gets it half, gets it in. Doesn't get it in too far. It'll come out, and the man that has it is Joey Byle. Joey playing away back the field. Is Joey being fouled? Lot of frees being given, or is it half time? The referee, he's writing a name. Gerry, Castletown Geoghegan conceding a lot of frees.
They are, yeah. The challenges are tough now. This is going to be their third player, in attack, getting a yellow card, and I think it might be Peter Clark now, I think. But well refereed by Alfie Devine, and I actually think that challenging Killian Dial earlier was fair enough, but it just shows you the calibre of the man. 2-3 seconds later he lifted the ball and hit that sensational point. Been well refereed by Alfie.
Absolutely. Free for Raharney. They're 32 to 2 minutes are up, and the man going to take it again is Killian Dial. It's 1-6-10, 1-6-11, it possibly in seconds to go. He's inside the 45-metre line, far side of the field, lifting and striking as easy as that. popping it over the crossbar. Another lovely score from Killeen Dial to put his tally at half time to 8 points. 8 points at half time for him. 7 from frees, 1 from play, and here comes Castletown Geoghegan. Angus getting it out into the centre, comes across on this side of the field now. The man that gets it is the centre half back, Liam Varley. Varley with the shot, and Varley with another bad wide. Gerry, the wides are mounting up. What is Castletown Geoghegan have the 7? 7, and Raharney not too far away. 5. So 7, the wides 7-5 at half time here in TEG Cusack Park. Gerry, a hard one to call. Castletown Geoghegan certainly giving away a lot of frees. When you take Killeen Dial has scored 7 frees. He missed about, I think, 1. So that's 8 frees to give away, only 1 missed. And you take on the other end Niall O'Brien, 3 frees for Castletown Geoghegan. The discipline is much better with Raharney.
It is, and Castletown have missed a couple of chances. I mean, we always associate in recent years Castletown Geoghegan have 2 marquee players, Angus Clark and Niall O'Brien, and they need them firing on all cylinders. And so far, the 2 of them have had, by their standards, disappointing games. You know, it could all turn in the second half. Killeen Doyle has been ultra consistent, has been the best player on the pitch in the first half, but all to play for. Some people were saying before this game that it could even be a draw. We knew there'd be very little between them, but decent first half. Hasn't maybe reached, fantastic standards, but a decent first half, hard hitting, and we're looking forward to the second.
So, well, at half time here in TG Cusack Park, a tough and a hard fought opening half here. Castletown Geoghegan got off to a great start with a goal in 2 minutes from Peter Clark. But Killeen Dial has been the marksman ever since, with 7 frees, popped them all over the bar, scored 1 from play, Kieran with 2, Brian McHugh with a point as well from play, and then you had Niall O'Brien with 3, David O'Reilly with the point, and you had, of course, Peter Clark with the golden point, and Plunkett Maxwell with a point. That leaves the half-time score here at TG Cusack Park, 1-6. 11 points for Raharney, 1-6 for Castletown Geoghegan. Welcome back to TEG Cusack Park. Referee Alfie Devine just throwing in the ball for the second half. Raharney leading by 2 at half time. Here come Castletown Geoghegan. They got a nearly goal, remember, in the first half. So a free in, there has to be a free in, says the referee pulling in. This is a chance for Niall O'Brien maybe to get their opening score of the second half. So it's 1 goal and 6-11 chance for Castletown Geoghegan. Remember, in that opening half, 8 points from the stick of Kieran Dial, 6 frees, 2 from play. And now we have Niall O'Brien, he 3 in that opening half. And certainly I missed a few easy ones as well, but this was on the 45-metre line. 45 metres out now from goal to take this one. Dead, no breeze blowing, curling it in and curling it over the crossbar. Good score from him. So it's 1-7, that's 10-11, only 1 between them, the minimum between them again in this Westmeath Senior Hurling semi-final. Lots of games on in Laois and in Westmeath. Breaking ball down, and the man that gets it is Mark Lennon, the number 19. Not a good clearance from Mark Lennon. It's heading in here. So it's 2 against 1 here. The Raharney men try to get it. Lovely ball from the Raharney out to the centre half-back, Robbie Greville. Robbie that took a hard knock in that opening half. Great ball from Robbie. Lovely ball down the field. That's a good bit of work there by the men from Castletown Geoghegan, but it's whipped up neatly there by Rory Keys. Trying to get upfield, doesn't get upfield. Coming back, it's all to play for in this second half. Raharney tried to come with it. They're moving it up, kicking it along the ground. We're getting it out over the line, and I think it's gone off of a Castletown Geoghegan. Well, yes, I think a right decision. A right decision. He was just pointing the flag the wrong way. That's James McGrath, the referee, and I see Barry Kelly just gone down in front of us here, the referee that first game here with Father Dalton's and Brownstown. Here's a chance now for Shane Clavin. Clavin getting the ball across here. There could be a chance of a score on here. The man is the corner back. He has put it over. That is Aaron Glennon, the man that popped over that. Gerry, a good start to the second half for Castletown.
Absolutely, all square, as I said, at half time there. Some people talk this possibly could end up in a draw, and we're back on level terms now. We all knew there'd be very little between them. Very good solid start from Castletown, exactly what they needed.
Absolutely. Ball hurling, this is danger the whole way. This is a chance on, maybe a goal on for the Raharney. Coming in, across the goal, ball gone in and gone out. Good, it's gone out for a 65. A good save, it blocked the 65, and certainly I need to name the man that's going to take it. His name will be Killian Dial with 8 points in that opening half. 6 free, 2 play. This is a 65 from Dial to take this one now wherever. Yeah, he's coming over to take it. On the scoreboard, it's level. At half time, it was 11 points to 1-6, and certainly Raharney, Castletown Geoghegan have right back into the game now, scoring those 2 points in that early that second half. And here's the chance now for the 9 point from Killian Dial, lifting and striking. Yes, it's gone straight over the crossbar. 65. Lovely score from him for Killian Dial. That's 65 in that second half. And the 2 point, Niall O'Brien and Shane Clavin getting the 2 points in the second half for Castletown Geoghegan to level the match. Ball out in the centre of the field. Stalemate down around the 45. Castletown Geoghegan man coming, and the man getting it there is Mick Heaney. Mick, the number 9. Lovely ball across into the centre. This is a chance on. Chance on here now for Angus. He's a very acute angle. Does he get it over? It's gone over. Angus Clark. We spoke about him at half time, Gerry, and certainly wasn't that prominent in that opening half, but he's got a good point.
Yeah, nice point, nice burst of speed and nice flick point over the bar, and all square again, Gerry. Going to be very little between these two teams.
1-9-12. What would a betting man do now heading into the 4.5 minutes of that second half? And again, it was David O'Reilly, the number 14. This is a chance on here. If that goes over, it's a good point. And yes, it is. Gone straight over the crossbar. The man that scored it was Peter Clark again. Peter popping over that, and Peter has got a goal and 2 points. He getting over that one, Peter Clark. So Castletown Geoghegan gone ahead. 110, 13 to 12. It's all to play for. 5 minutes gone into the second half here in TEG Cusack Park. Like the first half, Castletown Geoghegan win a huge amount of possession out around the centre of the field. Coming out again, and Clark again, lovely ball, getting it back into the centre, but the referee says the ball was thrown, a silly thing to do. That was it. It's a free, and it's possibly a gifted point again for Raharney, but maybe Raharney won't be that happy if they win this game. No matter what way you win it, it's good to win it, but lot of place balls. Scoring. Here's Killeen Dial again to take this one. 65 in the second half. His first free in the second half. He scored 6 of them in the opening half. This is his 7th if he puts it over. 1 in the second and a 65. 110, 13 to 12. Dial lifting and striking, and as true as you like, it's on his way, but this one's curling to the left, curling out and wide. Raharney with 5 wides in the first half. That's their first wide of the second half, and 7 wides for Castletown Geoghegan in that opening. That's a great ball caught by Niall O'Brien. Lovely ball from O'Brien. Lovely pass out on the far side of the field to Angus Clark. O'Brien to Angus, but Angus dispatches away to the right, out and wide. Very poor effort from Angus on that one. He was in a good possession. O'Brien maybe should have took it himself. He had a chance. So it's 110 to 13, and here come Castletown Geoghegan again, and it's Clark again, and it's the man out there who's going to get this one. That's well caught, or was it caught? Oh, it was missed completely. Jack Gallagher, we didn't see a lot of him, played very well in the semi-final. In the quarter final against Castle Pollard, he scored a great goal. Not that much in the game again. O'Brien has this. He takes a look. Has O'Brien put it over? I think he has. Niall O'Brien has popped this one over for his second of the second half. And Gerry, we talked about him and Angus at half time. They weren't that prominent in the game, but certainly Niall and Angus have shown a little bit more spirit in that second half. Coming back again, out with play. Ball gone down on this side of the field. Castletown, that's a lovely ball from David O'Reilly. He's a very, very good player. Was he pushed to the ground? I'd say he was. Certainly he was. But Gerry, Castletown Geoghegan winning every puck out so far in the second half.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned David O'Reilly. I was about to comment on him. A young player, and he's putting in a great shift there. He's shown for the ball very well. Not afraid to take the hits, and a very promising player. I think he's shown up very, very well in this game.
Gerry, Jack Gallagher can't get the ball into the hand. Very dangerous man if he gets it.
Absolutely, yes. Small in size, as is Owen Ahern on the far side, but they need to get the type of ball that a small forward likes, and they're not getting it so far.
Absolutely. Here's the free from Niall O'Brien. He's about, 40 metres or so out from goal, this side of the field. He scored one from here not too long ago, and he has scored another, popping it over the crossbar. Niall O'Brien, his tally's mounting up now. He has scored 3 in the first, and he has scored 3 already in the second with only 8 minutes gone. It's 112 to 12. There's 12 between them. Puck out has arrived. A short puck out this time from the long puck out not working for the men from Raharney, and neither is the short puck out because Castletown Geoghegan have it again. Ball draw, that's a great bit of fielding there by the cornerback, and the cornerback Jim Mulcairn getting that one. Doesn't get it out very far, comes straight back again. Here's a chance again. We're trying to get through now. Can he get it? Inside. Lovely ball inside. Oh, well cut off. That was a dangerous ball inside. Well cut off. But Castletown Geoghegan are foraging for it. They're fighting for everything. Referee watches on. Who's going to get it? It's the man going to get it out there is Sean Quinn trying to get it half blocked down, but the referee eventually giving a free out. There's a change being made here, and the man coming in is Conor McKeough coming in to the game for change for Raharney, Gerry.
Yeah, absolutely. Conor McKeough, who's been started most of the early games and has lost his place since. We're trying to see who's coming off. I think it's Mark Glennon who's coming off. Mark Glennon started at the last minute instead of Darren Finn, so his afternoon is over early, and Conor McKeough replacing him.
Absolutely. So that's the change in certainly in the Raharney. Here's Raharney coming racing through now. Chance here. O'Brien tries to get it out. This is a chance. Watching on. Shotgun in. Brilliant save. Brilliant bit of work. The win for the goal. Didn't get it, but it mightn't be over yet. Chance yet. He's still coming out. It'll be cleared now, and coming away out the field now. Out is Conor Kane, getting it away down the field, and Jack Gallagher trying to get in. He won't get it. But there might be a chance now because certainly McKeown that came in, he's back there and it's got by the Connor David Hickey clearing it up the field. Here comes the chance here from Dial. Dial with the shot and Dial with the point. Is it Killian that scored that one? It was from play. That one's from play. 65 in the second half and 1 from play. And 6 frees in the opening half and 2 from play. Those are the statistics. It's 1 Castletown Geoghegan against 3 Raharney player. Play lovely ball. Play on, says the referee. Ball coming down. Will it drop favourably? If it does, there's lots of Castletown Geoghegan. Oh, picked up brilliantly, I have to say, by David Hickey. David Hickey picks it up brilliantly. But he getting a free out. He was being fouled, says the referee. But he picked it up brilliantly. So there's another change being made. We'll see who's coming on. I see where Conor Murphy coming on to the Castletown Geoghegan team, and coming off is their number 10. I'll see who's coming off. Is it Peter? Is it their number 10? And Peter Clark has scored 1-2, Gerry. If it's Peter that's coming off. He has scored 1-2. What have you to do to stay on?
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that, and he certainly doesn't appear to be carrying a knock. That's a strange one, Gerry, but then I'm not a hurling selector.
Yes, that is a strange one, he's right. But here come Castletown Geoghegan. Certainly they're battling bravely. It's gone to Niall O'Brien. O'Brien, the stylish O'Brien, steadying himself from almost 90 metres out. A huge one. If it goes over, it's going to go wide. It's another bad wide. 2 bad wides, 7 in the first and 2 in the second. But here comes the short puck out and coming up the field now. Play on, rightly so. Good referee. And I have to say the man that has it is David O'Reilly. O'Reilly with the shot and O'Reilly with the pine. Very, very good score. Gerry, good refereeing. Lost the ball, take it off him.
Yeah, good refereeing, and again we've both spoken about this David O'Reilly. He's having a very fine game. He intercepted no less a man than Robbie Greville and took a great score.
Absolutely. Puck out driving again. Raharney now, they're 3 behind. They were 2 down at half time. Niall O'Brien with the ball from way out the field. O'Brien striking. This is it, and O'Brien will be very disappointed, Gerry. 3 bad wides from him in the second half.
Yeah, all within his radar, and he'd be disappointed. I mean, it's a goal in it. It's very little in a game of hurling, and if Niall had his shooting boots on, Castletown could be well in front here.
Yeah, certainly is, but I think, Gerry, that there was a foul committed. Yes, there was a foul committed, Gerry. His referee called back the play. Maybe O'Brien heard the whistle and he just didn't, but he has a chance now. He's getting a second bite of the cherry. So it's 12 minutes, 58 seconds gone, 113 to 13 points. And Alan Mangan on the line. This team has been improving all along. Sluggish start in the championship. O'Brien's free. Is this a good one? This looks good from here. It is. O'Brien has got it. That's a huge one from Niall O'Brien. Gerry, 4 in the second half from the stick and Niall.
Yeah, it's a 4-point lead now, 114 to 13 points, and it's not a lot in the game of hurling, but at the moment, Castletown look the more likely winners, but a long bunch of time to go yet.
Absolutely. And certainly comes out this side of the field, but Raharney are in all kinds of trouble in the full back line. And certainly, but this will work for them. They'll come, the man that has it is their number 7, that's Gary Greville. Is he going to go for the long distance point? He has put it out wide, Gary Greville. But Gerry, Raharney are in real trouble in the full back line.
They are, yeah. I mean, they're struggling, and Killian Doyle hasn't been as prominent so far in the second half, and they're probably just having the strength and depth in the panel around. I'm looking down their subs. Castletown has some very promising young players, and we all talk in recent years about the strength of the panel, so maybe that's going to show in this game.
Absolutely, ball dropping down. Towards Angus Clark doesn't get that one. The man that gets it, is there a free? No free, says the referee. Great work by Castletown Geoghegan. Hard tackling there on the number 8, and Plunkett Maxwell, he took a lot of hard knocks, but here comes number 12 again, Shane Clavin. Clavin loses the ball, gone across out, far side of the field. It's got there by the number 4, that's Aaron Glennon. He scored one in the first half and he has put that one wide. Another bad wide. Referee coming over. I didn't see Gerry, I was watching play.
I was too, but James McGrath and Alfie Devine are going to have a chat here. There's a Castletown player on the ground, so there could be somebody in trouble here from Raharney. I genuinely didn't see it, but the two officials are having a long chat about this.
Absolutely, so we'll see 114 to 13 points. That's the score. We're 15 minutes exactly into the second half. It was 1-6 to 11 at half time, with Raharney the champions leading. And that ball gone wide, and the referee is looking for someone. He's looking for someone. So the Castletown player, I'd say he'll get away with a yellow. It's David Hickey, and hopefully we don't see a red, because it's, you know, a game that nobody likes to see anybody being sent off. But it's a red card. Gerry, I think you thought that from the word go, even though you didn't see the thing happen.
I didn't see it. I was looking at David Hickey's body language as the two officials were consulting, and he looked like a man that was fearing the worst.
Absolutely. So a red card for David Hickey there, the Raharney number 5. So it's red, and certainly that they're down to 14 players. Gerry, they have a lot of work to do. 14 players, 4 points down, 16 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been a tough, hard-hitting game, and I have to be honest and say a couple of the Castletown yellows in the first half were dark yellows, but I didn't see what happened, David Hickey, there, but I knew by his body language he felt that his afternoon might be cut short, and that's what the officials decided.
The officials, Gerry, were very close to that incident, though.
They were, and Alfie Devine has refereed this match very, very well. I wouldn't fault him at all. I think he's been excellent, and I think he obviously got the call right.
Absolutely. It was Nisha McKenna, the player that was down injured. He looks to be up. He looks to be okay. So it'll take a huge performance now. Here comes Niall O'Brien. If that's a point, it is from O'Brien. Niall O'Brien pumping it over the crossbar. And Niall O'Brien has scored 5 in the second half. Huge performance by him. So another change. We'll tell you about it, but this game we just have to watch it, look at it, and the referee is going to throw it in. It's 13 coming off of the Raharney side. It's Owen O'Hearn being taken off by number 20. Davin Hill is the player that's coming on. So the ball going to be thrown in here. James McGrath and Alfie Devine. There's a struggle for possession. The champions are in real trouble here in TEG Cusack Park. Remember, the champions in Offaly were beaten a few weeks ago, Shinroan, and Shinroan won their way into the final when they beat Belmount in the semi-final with a late goal in 6 minutes of added on injury time to get into an Offaly county final. And at half time, Kilcormac Killahy were 7 points leading over Burr, but that had another 30 minutes to play. And we know Burr from old, very, very good team. Here comes Raharney. Certainly now they'll be looking for something. They need a goal maybe to bring them back into the game. Davin Hill's the player that's out to try and get it. Can Davin Hill get it? He won't get it because Castletown Geoghegan are there in numbers trying to get it out. A scramble for possession. There's a cluster of players. It's more like a rugby game on the far side of the field. But eventually Castletown Geoghegan, they'll get out. It's a free out. Nothing going right for Raharney. Raharney will be disappointed maybe with their display. Castletown Geoghegan are bringing on Morgan Gavigan, who's coming off. We'll have to see. Yes, they didn't get going, Gerry. We spoke about him. He's coming off. Morgan Gavigan, and Jack Gilligan is the player that's coming off the team. So it's a free for Castletown Geoghegan now. The referee watching on. So it's 115 to 13 points now. And the referee, the player coming off here, just down under the sea. Another player coming off here is Mick Heaney's coming off as well. He's off, so lots of changes. So Raharney in trouble. They're trailing at the moment. Ball gone back in, hurled back in, and certainly Raharney now getting it hard to get it out of danger. Angus is in there. Angus Clark, can he pick it up? Doesn't get it up. The man gets it up is the number 14, David O'Reilly. Lovely ball in, but it's grabbed neatly, and the man back helping out is Cormac Boyle, the centre half forward, sending it away up on this side of the field. Possession is vital. Picked up neatly, and Castletown Geoghegan come again, and the man that has it is the number 20 that's in, is Joe Clark. Joe Clark driving it in, a shotgun in, and it's gone over the crossbar. The man that scored it was number 22, Conor Murphy, Gerry, the sub that came on, and certainly But very, very good work by Castletown Geoghegan. But it's good to see Joe Clark back in as well.
It is, and I mentioned there the strength of the Castletown panel, the likes of Conor Murphy, another good young player. They've lots of them in Castletown.
Absolutely. Castletown, Raharney need a goal. They're coming in search of it. They won't even get it because this was going to go to the left and go out and wide. Another bad wide for Raharney. The wides are mounting up. 20 minutes gone. It's 116 to 13 points. So certainly a 5-point lead, and Castletown Geoghegan are really ringing the changes here in TEG Cusack Park. But remember, to have an extra player. The man that has it there is Shane Clavin. Clavin driving it downfield. That's great work by Castletown. Ball gone inside. If that's a point, it will be a wonder point, and it is a wonder point, Gerry. What a point from Conor Murphy. Second point from Murphy. I thought it was almost an impossible angle.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very talented hurler. I've been watching these lads play minor in recent years. The lads we've mentioned, O'Reilly and Murphy and Clark, and they're very, very good players. They're two sensational points. That's the way to get on the pitch and mark your introduction.
Absolutely. I see, is it another change in Castletown Geoghegan? Is it Owen Quinn that's on? David Lynch, and Owen Quinn gone. That's the one that started, but David Lynch didn't start. Joe Tingery, he's in the game now. David Lynch, so Castletown Geoghegan are really controlling this game from the word go. Right down the field, it's gone out over the line, but it's going to be a Castletown Geoghegan ball. Remember at half time, it was 11. Raharney were 11 points. They only have scored 3 points in that second half, and Castletown Geoghegan were 1-7. So certainly. Are 1-6 to 11 at half time, and it's 117 now to 13 points. And this is the line ball. James McGrath, the linesman on this side of the field. Lovely ball gone inside. The chance gone on here now, and certainly O'Brien has it. Can he get it? He won't be able to control it. Just went away from him. Tussle on the ground. The referee just watching, and Raharney man now, but Niall O'Brien's on a yellow. He can't, certainly doesn't want to retaliate, or he'll be out for a final maybe. This is a great ball up, and the man has Sean Quinn driving it up. Who's going to get this one? Castletown Geoghegan trying to get it. They do get it. That's lovely work by Castletown Geoghegan, and there's a Raharney player stretched in the ground at the other end, but I think it was an accidental slash. Here comes Castletown Geoghegan. Lovely ball, kicked across by David O'Reilly. O'Reilly won't get it. It'll be a free, and the referee says play on. Is he given a free? Is he given a point? If it goes in, the keeper has it. And certainly it's Kieran Lennon. Kieran Lennon with the ball, gets it out to the far side of the field. Lots of players over there. And Castletown Geoghegan can they win this one? They will win it because it goes towards Clavin. O'Brien is out there as well. Who's going to get this one? That's lovely work by Angus Clark. Clark's driving it in. This is one gone inside. The keeper has to come to the rescue here, and he does come. The sub that came on, gone inside. The man wearing number 19 was Morgan Gavigan. Just didn't get in time. But this game mightn't be over yet. That's a lovely ball blocked down. Referee watches on. Who's going to win it? Castletown Geoghegan are back in numbers there with Cade, Varley and Lint. They're all out there. Ball moved back out again. Gone down the field, but is it gone out over the line, or is the referee sounding the whistle? But certainly Raharney, Gerry, not able to get in for scores.
No, they're in big trouble now at this stage. I know 7 points isn't insurmountable, but a man down, 6.5 minutes of normal time left, and the Castletown subs who've come on have bolstered their team, and they're very, very fired up, and it's going to take a sensational effort from Raharney to get over the line here. An amazing statistic is they've never won 2 Westmeath Hurling titles in a row, which is astonishing for a big club like them, and it looks as if that trend is going to continue, because it's really going to take something miraculous to win this game now.
Kieran Doyle to take the free, but it's Shane Clavins, the player that's receiving attention on the far side of the field. The referee is he writing there. He's writing in front of a Castletown Geoghegan player. I'm just what he's doing there, but he's telling the Castletown Geoghegan player, just to go back a little bit. I don't know what but the referee is about the free about to be taken by Killian Dial. It is Killian Dial's about to take the free. No, it's a line ball actually. So Killian cuts it right across this side of the field. Lots of players slipping and sliding. Nobody getting at, but the Castletown Geoghegan men somehow trying to get it. O'Brien gets it out a little bit. Won't work out. Goes back down. Centre half back again, and certainly Robbie Greville has played really well. Here's a chance on now. They're looking for something here. The goal might be on, not over yet. Shotgun in. Oh, brilliant. Oh, it's wide. A brilliant save, and goal was written all over. Who went in for it? We'll just have to wait and see. He's getting up off the ground is Kieran Dial, and Gerry, it looked nothing to do when he tap it to the net.
Yeah, that's what it looked like from here, and I was just waiting for the net to rattle, but great save from Kieran Glennon, and could be very, very crucial, but yeah, Kieran will be very disappointed he didn't tap that into the empty net.
Absolutely. So it's a line ball, and the line ball is the Castletown Geoghegan. But certainly 25 on the clock gone, 28 seconds gone. Line ball 117 to 13 points. And Castletown Geoghegan certainly at the moment certainly look good, but that's a poor ball from Angus Clark. Very, very poor ball from Angus. But it might work out yet, trying to get it. And the player, is it O'Brien trying to get it? No free, says the referee. Play on. Gone back in from Angus. And Angus out to the left and wide again. Very poor shooting from Castletown Geoghegan. And certainly we'll just have to wait and see. The puck out's on its way, and Raharney came so close to getting that goal, but that Lennon got in their way, and then ball gone back in again. Not over yet. There still could be a chance. We'll just have to wait and see. It's actually a free in. A free in, says the referee. No one was going to get in, Gerry. They were going to keep him out. And certainly the referee going in, will he have a chat with the Castletown Geoghegan player? We'll just have to wait and see. 117-3, that's 20 points to 13 points. So will Killian go for the goal here, Gerry?
I think he's no option but to try for the goal. That 7 points down, 3 and a bit minutes left, so about 6 or 7 left in total altogether. I think he's no option but to go for the goal. He's about 25 metres out, a packed goal line, so it's not out of the question that Raharney need a goal, Gerry.
Absolutely, they do need a goal, so certainly a goal will bring them right back into this game. It wouldn't be beyond winning for them yet. 27 on the clock on. Dial to strike it, up he comes, low trajectory, great save. Gone back, isn't gone out yet. It is, and the man that has it again is Kieran Glennon, the keeper. Away he comes. Huge ball from Glennon as it hops out over the line. He's having a super game, the goalkeeper Kieran Glennon, as the clock ticks to 27 in TEG Cusick Park. Everybody's on their toes. Castletown Geoghegan beaten in the final by Raharney last year. As Gerry has said, Raharney have never put 2 titles back to back. Is that to come to haunt them again, to get beaten in a semi-final? Clonkill waiting in the wings for this one, so we'll just have to wait and see. And here comes Castletown Geoghegan. The man that gets it is Niall O'Brien. The man that has it just down under us here now is Joe Clark. Joe loses the ball, goes back out, stalemate. Castletown Geoghegan will try and win it again. Certainly they will win it, and here they come. Castletown Geoghegan, the cornerback has it, and he has lost it. He should have got it in better. It's coming across, and the man that has it again is Robbie Greville. Greville's on a solo run. They need a goal, Raharney. Here comes Greville. He's 35 out from goal. Greville with the shot, and Greville with the score. Maybe no, it's curling to the left and gone out and wide. Nothing going right for the men from Raharney. There's a change being made. 21's gone in, and coming off is Nusheen McKenna's coming off, and going in is Bandon Carey coming into the game. Sub being made, Gerry.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I've said this a few times, a strong bench, Castletown. If they've emptied their bench, and all the players they've brought on, between experienced players like Joe Clark and young players like Conor Murphy, they've added to the team, and you need a strong squad in this day and age.
Absolutely. Ball on the far side of the field. Referee says the push on the Raharney player, and there'll be a free out. Remember, Raharney playing with 14 players for 15 minutes or more of that second half. 29 on the clock gone. Raharney trailing 117. That's 20 points to 13 points for for Raharney. Here they come. They're looking for that elusive goal that might just pull them back into this game. Ball has gone in. This has gone over the crossbar. It's a very good point, and the man that popped it over was Devon Hill, the man with number 20 on his back, popping it over the crossbar. And certainly 29 on the clock gone. There'll be a few minutes of added on time. There'll be at least, and certainly the management squad here of Castletown Geoghegan will certainly be happy enough with that one. Here's a chance for Castletown Geoghegan again. They can't get it into their hand. Raharney are trying to come with it. Out they'll come with it. The man that came on there, number 18, Conor McKeough, trying to get it. McKeough, but it goes towards the number 9. He's not able to control it. That's Eamon and Caneen. There's 4 minutes of added on time to be played. Ball hurled out on the far side of the field. We have 4 minutes to play. The man that hasn't had a storming game is Robbie Greville. Greville with the ball. Greville with the free. Raharney can't blame him for if they lose this game. Far side of the field, there's a Castletown Geoghegan player being pushed to the ground. Is it Niall O'Brien that's over? Well, there's a little bit, it's a pity, Gerry, this game developing in a little bit of nonsense, as one would say, going on.
It's only handbags. It's all sorted in a few seconds. To emphasise again, I think Alfie Devine has refereed this match very, very well. It's been tough and hard hitting, but he's been sensible all through.
Absolutely. Dial will drop this one in, or will he'll drop it over the crossbar. Killian Dial will drop it over the crossbar. Scored 3 in the second half, 2 from frees, 1 from a 65, and 4 minutes of added on time to be played. There's almost 1 gone. Puck out is on his way. 15 men Castletown Geoghegan, 14 men Raharney, of course. David Hickey's the man that got the red card in that second half. The puck out will come for Kieran Glennon if Castletown win this. Certainly Glennon has been a hero in the goals. 2 brilliant saves from Kieran Glennon. He delivers this one out. Not a long one, a short puck out, but there's lots of players. Oh, it's half blocked down, but it'll work its way back, and it's dropping in dangerously now in around as the lad says, the danger zone. But Raharney will clear their line. They have steadied the ship a little bit there, but it mightn't work out here. Got close to the sideline. It's a line ball, and the line ball is for Castletown Geoghegan. James McGrath is the man that's calling the Raharney trying to, and the referee Alfie Devine is there as well, and James McGrath's going in to have a word with Alfie Devine, so certainly the Raharney man is going to be spoken to. That's Kieran Dial, Joey Boyle, actually, the full forward, been spoken to, so no nonsense been taken, and Niall O'Brien is the man. Time ticking away, 32 minutes on the clock gone, and certainly Castletown Geoghegan on the verge of making it to another county final. It hasn't worked well for them county finals, but the referee says foul committed in front of goal, free in. Raharney, certainly the title's dwindling away from them at the moment. 32 minutes, 24 seconds gone. Castletown Geoghegan with a free in front of goal. Niall O'Brien to take it. He has scored 5 in the second half, Niall O'Brien, 3 in the first. And this will be a point surely from O'Brien to put it 118 to 15 points. And certainly we thought this game would be much closer. O'Brien to take it 30 metres out, dead straight in front of the goals, lifting and striking, making no mistake. The school teacher with the green helmet popping that one over the crossbar to make his tally, as I said, coming to 6 and 3 is 9 points for Niall O'Brien. But when you look at the statistics of Killian Dial, what he has scored for Raharney, he was certainly a lone soldier with them today, and he done most of the scoring. 8 in the first, 3 in the second, 6 frees, 7 frees, 165 included in that. Here's another point coming, and Angus Clark has popped over that from how many yards out, Gerry?
85, I'd say, Gerry.
85. Angus Clark popping it over. Another great score. But what a finals in store would Clonkill, the old Warriors that win so many titles, 3 in a row, were going for 4 when they were stopped by Raharney, and certainly they're back in the final. Maybe the long layoff mightn't be a help to them, but Raharney, that was going to get into their second final, looking to win 2 back-to-back, not going to work out for them at the moment with 33 minutes, almost 34 minutes on the clock gone, 119 to 15 points, and Raharney are about to make another change, but it's too late. Too little too late for Raharney, and 12, the man that's going into the Raharney side now will be Pierce Weir Norris going in. He didn't start, but he won't have a lot of time to get the feel of a semi-final. And coming off is Rory Keys is the player that's coming off the team. But the sending off, I suppose, halfway through the second half didn't help Raharney's causes, but certainly Castletown Geoghegan up the tempo in that second half. And when you see they only had 1-6 at half time and 1-19 on the scoreboard now, that'll tell you the superiority. There's not a lot more time left, I'd say. Alfie Devine will be blowing that full-time whistle very, very shortly. 34, there's almost 35 minutes gone. Raharney now have a line ball just down under his ear. Eamon on Caneen to take it, he strikes it in. Is there a goal in Raharney before half time? Not says Castletown Geoghegan, because they're playing their heart out in that full back line. Dial has it up there, he's trying to get through, he's been fouled, but no matter what happens, it's too little too late for Raharney at the moment. 119 to 15 points. Killian Dial with a free, about 40, well, that's not, it's about 30 metres or so out. He go for the goal. He's driving it in low. Oh, again it was again it was Castletown Geoghegan, Kieran Dial that blocked it. The rebound came out to a Raharney player, but it went out and wide. So 119 to 15 points. That was the final score here. Gerry, we expected it to be a tight, close game. At half time there was 2 in it. Raharney were leading, and we said there was a number of players on the Castletown Geoghegan side not playing well. They must have heard what we were talking about, but they really came to life in that second half. Raharney they looked in trouble all the way.
They did, yeah, they were well beaten, and I think they'd be the first to accept that. They were well beaten. Now, obviously, whatever David Hickey did, I knew, as I say, by his body language, he knew he was in trouble, and it was a turning point in the game. Hard enough win a game with 15, never mind with 14. But that's not to take away from Castletown. They're worthy winners, and 7 points, I certainly wouldn't have expected a margin like that. And they're going to take a bit of beating in the final. Of a nice mixture of youth and experience. You know, we all know the household names they've had over the years, but some of these subs that they brought on today are very impressive players. And you know, a win like today, these semi-finals, great Clonkill are in the final, but a win like today, when you get a semi-final behind you, it's worth any amount of challenge games. And they've lost a few finals, Castletown, and by God, they're going to be fired up to win this one, and they'll take a bit of beating, Gerry.
And Gerry, when we look back on Raharney, you know, they weren't firing on all cylinders all year, and then the manager gone, new manager in, things like that don't help.
They don't. Sometimes it can work. We remember awfully winning an All-Ireland with a row with a manager in the middle of the year, and Michael Bond came on All-Ireland. It can go either way, but obviously there was unrest in the camp, and they're very, very dependent on Killian Dial for scores and inspiration. You know, there wouldn't be a team to make excuses, but Owen Keys was an enormous loss. A bit of power in the full forward line. I felt when they lost him there a couple of weeks back, it was a big body blow to them. I haven't said that. I thought it'd be closer, but there's no such thing as a one-man team, but they're very, very dependent on Killian Dial. I think Castletown are a better balanced team, and they're worthy winners today.
And Gerry, when you take it, the Killian scored, I think, 11 scores in all. They only got 15 in all, you know. What does that says a lot for, you know, the rest of the team. He was getting very little backup.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, I've been watching all these lads at underage in recent years, and both clubs have very good underage players. But it looks to me at the moment as if it's the Castletown underage players that are developing into potential seniors rather than the Raharney ones. And so, you know, you need a conveyor belt coming through. And at the moment, Castletown look to be in good nick. Now, they've still to beat Clonkill, who are great at winning finals, and I hear Brendan Murtagh's back playing a bit, and you know, subs like that coming on can turn a game. But we're looking forward to that in a couple of weeks' time. But based on that performance, if Castletown can just tidy up their shooting a little bit, they'll take a bit of beating, Gerry.
And sure, Gerry, it's only 2 years ago when Castletown had the final almost won, and Clonkill just took it out of the fire when Niall Mitchell came on, 2 brilliant goals.
Well, that's it. These things happen, and you know, we were wondering, was that going to happen here today? But it never looked likely. The only kind of the bad miss from Kieran Doyle what looked like an open goal from here. He must have stumbled as he went, but it looked to us as if it was an open goal. And whatever slim chance they had of a comeback, it evaporated after that. And there's no taking from it. Castletown are worthy winners and worthy finalists, and they'll be very, very keen to bring the Westmeath Examiner Cup out the road.
And Gerry, on a final note, a very good crowd here today. It's great to see you.
Yeah, good crowd, good game. Couple of niggly incidents. David Hickey clearly crossed the threshold when he got his red card. Couple of yellow cards in the first half, hard hitting and very well refereed. A game like that needs a good experienced referee, and I thought Alfie Devine had a fine match. The refs don't get a lot of praise, they get a lot of flack when things go badly, so a hats off to him. I thought he was outstanding today.
Absolutely. My thanks to Gerry Buckley. We'll be back here next Saturday evening and next Sunday evening as well with the 2 football semi-finals. So we'll have from Gerry Buckley and from myself, Gerry Buckley, or Gerry Russell, we say Slán from TEG Cusack Park and Clun and Castletown Geoghegan into the Westmeath final. They play Clunkale in a few weeks' time on the final scoreline 119 to 15 pints.
Just check these scores. Are you doing that on mine?
Yeah.
Will you send you?
I sent it to you. I sent it to you. I wonder, did my email go to you the last day?
Did, yeah.
Oh, did it went to you?
Did.
That's all right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you let me know if it didn't, you know.